This is a 303 by 40, 307 by 404 1 pound can that we got at templetonfood.com, and they're from Pakistan.
What we're doing now is stripping our meat from...
This moose is not from this year, is it, Todd?
Some is this year, some is last year's.
Okay.
So it's mostly just the scrappy bits, like the short ribs and various things like that.
That's the best stuff for canning.
Absolutely, the very best stuff. Is the worst cut of meat is the very best for canning.
Yeah. And so it's a good way of getting rid of last year's moose, is to can it up and makes it good and tender and use it.
And it makes it taste better than any other method of preparation.
So we got about 24 cans there.
Look at these shanks, for example. Now what are you going to do with that? Soup bones. Right? All soup bones, shank of the moose. Not much good for anything, really. Other than maybe a bowl of soup. But for our purposes, it's going to be wonderful.
Yep. So we have about 24 cans. We'll put about a pound of moose in each can. And we got 5 rabbits to do. They're over in the sink thawing.
Snowshoe hare.
Snowshoe hare.
They're not true rabbits.
You got the butcher does up your moose on nice trays like that, eh?
Yes. So it looks very professionally done, and of course it's labelled as what cut it is, what have you, and for ease of retrieval in the deep freeze. All right now all we're doing is we're
dredging the rabbit parts in a little bit of plain old flour, and then we're going to brown them in the pans on the stove there behind us. And we do that because it makes a little gravy when we put them in the cans. And
everybody likes gravy.
Everybody likes a little bit of gravy. Yeah. All right. So they're brown. They're just dredged up there now. We'll just brown them up in the pan. Is that hot enough? Yep.
Yeah. Come around there now.
Nice sizzle. Don't want to crunch the meat, see? There's a thigh and a leg. So we're packing the rabbit into the 1 pound cans here, and the rabbit is a little bit difficult to fit in there nicely, but so Todd's doing his best to push it in, and we've added a little bit of this La Grill seasoning to each can, and we decided we're not going to put any onion or carrot or any of that in here. We've already tasted it; it's already gorgeous, and. So, and we're going to add hot water to these cans before we, just about an eighth of an inch beneath the rim, and then we'll going to put the can sealer and torque them. Is that right, Todd?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And maybe a little bit extra salt. They do taste a little fresh.
So at what point in the process do you think it's time for a drink of rum, Todd?
I'd say at this stage would be an ideal time.
At this stage, and I think that you're exactly right. You sort of reach a plateau that it's time for a drink of rum.
And the dangerous part of frying with hot fat is over.
But we're using the large knives is. So what Todd's doing right there, he's cutting up some moose. This is moose left over, it's moose from the freezer. We're going to can it up since they're all on at the same time.
Shank and all kinds of old mucky bits that you wouldn't want to use for your Sunday dinner. But will be good for this sort of affair. And last year's moose that would otherwise go as bear bait or give to a relative that you don't really like. Okay, any more? Yeah. And we thawed it out. Of course, we don't want to go into cans frozen because that's only going to increase the cooking time.
Well, all the recipes call for thawed meat, so if you're going with a frozen meat, you're adding a variable.
Indeed.
Which you don't. All right.
A little bit of carrot and a little bit of celery in each one, and it's just and we'll add a little bit of onion too, just a pinch of each. And it just puts a nice flavour on the broth that comes when the meat is finally canned. It only takes a second. And this is what we do here. So now we've got our meat all ready. You can say it's a very simple exercise of packing the meat into the cans. Fill them up, obviously. It has a combination of ribs. You can have all ribs or all meat or whatever. We're having a combination here now. So some of it is meat, some of it is ribs, all sorts of good stuff.
So we got all the moose done up here now. Over here's the rabbit. We got a little bit of carrot and celery and onion in there, eh?
Delicious.
Smells good too. And this is the moose. The moose we didn't have to brown up. And what's in there, Todd?
Well, there's the same thing, celery and carrot down below. We put some Old Bay seasoning. Could be anything, Montreal steak spice, whatever you choose.
Yeah.
I think it's an eighth of a teaspoon of salt per can.
Right.
And that's it.
So we're going to fill up each can probably just about between a half and a quarter of an inch from the surface, and let the bubbles come out of it there. And we have two colors of cans, so we're trying to correspond the colors. We got a cover here. Put the cover on. Make sure that nothing gets caught under the edge. That's very, very important because it won't have a proper seal. And I'm going to pass this over to Chef Todd there now. To go in the Eve's Way can sealer.
Now we're in the man's kitchen here now, so we can make a bit of a mess. If we were in the wives' kitchen now, we'd be a little more careful. So what we're doing here now is we have the canner. Oops, the can was a bit loose too in the man's kitchen. Is we have we simply go around the can a couple of times. I'm going to go. Well, you don't have to go around a couple of times. We're doing it here now. I'm doing too much talking, not paying attention. And that seals up the can very simply. The rollers roll the lip down.
It's a three-step process that can sealer does.
Yeah.
To provide the
requisite seal.
Pass over here.
Yeah.
And then we put the can right into the can sealer. This is a pressure canner that we bought from canyourfood.com. And the beauty of using this is that we'll only torque these cans for 90 minutes versus 3 hours in a water bath. And also the pressure canner will bring the temperature interior of the can up to 200, I think it's 230 degrees Fahrenheit, versus a water bath will only bring it up to 218 approximately Fahrenheit. And that extra few degrees kills a larger range of bacteria, and so you have much less chance of botulism at the end of the day. So, things are prosperous here at the Man's Kitchen. We finally got all 24 cans done. And how many cans of rabbit did we get, Todd?
I think around 8 maybe?
8, so 8 and 16 of moose. We got all of our moose in this pressure canner here, and all the rabbit in that pressure canner over there. And once again, the reason why, oh, there's the sound boom here. But the reason why we use the pressure canner versus the water bath is the water bath will only get your temperature up to 219 degrees, and this will get it up to 240 degrees. And that kills more bacteria.
Shortens cooking time from
it goes from 3 hours down to 90 minutes, which is huge temperature, huge savings that way. So is this the best part, Todd?
I don't know if it's the best part. The best part is eating it, but this is the second best part.
All right. So that's it from the Man's Kitchen tonight.
Cheers. Cheers.